presiding bishops seem trustworthy enough. Have you seen their wireless advertising? Not
fighting here in I don't even know how long. We got bases down there. If one of them got hit, then that strike will be the first of many.
Attention passenger, you are running 21,027.5 hours late for your tram. Please be mindful of your departure in the future. Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden. The plan can wait. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their tram. This is your 2061st reminder.
Wow.
Keep all personal
This station's
items
sure going to scrap since last I stepped about. Don't think we'll be hitching a ride anywhere quick.
Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives.
Looks like folks holed up here after the fighting started. Guess not everybody was eager to take
Day
sides.
206. Morale? Low. Condition?
avoid missing their trap.
It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely.
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station. Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives. Our lines will not. Good subjects arrive 15 minutes early to avoid missing their trams.
Lest you're bent on exploring, best we hoof it over to Matriarch's Mercy and meet with that abbot Basar mentioned.
Don't do yesterday's Star Lecture. Instead, enjoy Cultured Banquet, a 100% fabricated meal, the consummation of consumption, from the order of the assistant.
Please, somebody help us! Anybody, please! Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately. My family and I, we was making our way to the Mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off, but they'll be back. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please. Thank you.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when. Commander, watch your fire!
Another refugee? Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. Oh, in that case...
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tramiculars. Peaceful silence at the canyons.
I can't recall the last time this region was silent.
How long are we meant to stay here?
Ask the Order. I'm not in the prediction business.
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain all bodily functions, but it could use a little salt.
By calculating the position of every atom in the universe, we can predict the future, control reality, and ascend to a state of virtual godhood.
What is it? I have 15 seconds of allotted time for non-spec. Oh, new arrivals. Of an independent operative nature, one presumes. Did the abbot assign you to help? So you are an independent operative. Infrastructure request, or beyond me, more to the point. I am simply one person, impossibly stretched thin, and unable to attend to the needs of the Tell me, what do you know of the exclusion zone? Mathematically speaking, you couldn't be more wrong. The exclusion zone is a mere corner of Matriarch's. You see, the seer predicted that a calamity would be, but the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril. Trust me, I understand. Predicting the future is useful. The seer has augured death for furthermore, and we can't have the voice of the displaced sowing disorder. Will you help us? Will you be our outside mediator, as was foretold? All that, just look.
By the law. It's you.
Anyway, need something, Commander?
It's also a query I answered. I'm turning to a higher... For the special episode of Ask the...
right. The universe does not orient itself to...
Have an intellectually stimulating day.
Can't talk.
Calculating an inverse complex sine function in my head.
Cause trouble and I will school you. Chapter and verse.
Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help. Since you aren't a refugee, I hope you understand that I cannot offer my goods free of charge. Thank the architect. I knew you'd be back. Well, really, it was the sea. Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's Mercy, and I have but I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the seer predicted an outsider would find them. My thanks, stranger. Probability is on our side. The seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it, for my intervention could only throw probability. Now, take the datapad, with my thanks.
$1,068.5 pardons, but my attention, I haven't any time. You may recall, as I stated earlier, my attention is 99.81. No.
pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned in... I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Well, then, I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct? Matriarch's mercy is brimming beyond capacity with those cast out by war. But we of the Order rise to every challenge and continually strive to better our guests' existence. Why, I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area. I share the very same... Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly. One of our recent guests, Rollo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our ways firsthand. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well. I foresee you have much to do. I won't keep you.
Where do we go now? Another refugee camp? Another colony?
We're not going anywhere! Not on the... Except for the fact that you ain't yelling and trying to eat me. I'd have pegged you as some sort of prosperous scrapper by the rough look you got about you. You do got a certain feral look in your eye, though. Okay. I give up. Tell me. Oh, so that's how it is. You're the mediator that was foretold. Am I right? The Order wants us to believe that a catastrophe is coming to the exclusion zone at any second. Why? Because math told them so. Screw their predictions. We have people, displaced by war and disaster, in sore need of space. There's plenty of room to house them. Am I supposed to fall on my knees and thank the Order because something bad may or may not happen? Sorry. Not convinced. I honestly don't... I couldn't get anywhere with Administrant Agarwal, but you, maybe you'll have better luck. Thanks, String. You can find Agarwal in the lift building, probably formulating another equation to get on my nerves.
What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side. I predict that the worst is behind us.
The duties of an administrator never end. Besides what I've already told you, to put it gently, disorganized, which is irregular for a group that prides itself on mathematical acumen. But with effort, patience, and collaboration, I am confident that Matriarch's Mercy will soon be a haven for the displaced.
Happened to this place?
Broke my nose last scrap.
Your lamp's lit. Wherever there's trouble, there's always opportunists willing to profit from it.
You got business? No? Move on. Reckon you at least know how to oil the gears of Ingress. Likely you ain't some protectorate or Order stoolie. But I'm still gonna be watching. Go ahead.
Salutations, friend. Not many find their way into my presence, but those that do possess only the finest of tastes. I do hope you'll pardon the rigmarole it took to meet me. The Order has such an antiquated philosophy on the smuggling. Idle
Greetings. Look, or you're dealing with more of a stay off my palate or that's my air you're breathing sort of thing. Hmm? Pray elucidate the exact nature of your tiff of contention.
Hey, I already told you I don't have any control over when my arm starts to molt. You got a problem with scales on the floor? Invest in a cleaning mech.
Oh, I get it. Right. Well, I can generalize in a way where they likely won't follow. Here in Matriarch's Mercy, if you're not a member of the Order, you're probably living close to somebody else. And sort of thing tends to cause friction between neighbors. Would lead to fights, but nobody here wants trouble with the Order. So they hire our hooligans to battle by proxy. Half the time, people shy away at the first sight of blood. The other, that's what we say, whoever wins the fight wins the argument. But frankly, it's never anything of consequence, like, okay, hurrah, this guy gets back his mangy button. Now, how can I help you exactly? Ugh, a tourist. Well, clear out then, huh?
Look, your nose was just a stand-in for Duarte's nose. Don't feel like no stand-in.
How long are we meant to stay here?
That's the Order. I'm not in the prediction business.
Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and my guts are gurgling. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance. Oh, you want me to keep sickness to myself? Is that it? Well, I refuse to give in to shame and fear. I've gotten sick at least a dozen times since we set up camp. Why, last week alone, I caught hack lung, sprat tongue, skinny teeth, and a rare case of mortified skull emergence. Figured I might as well get used to being sick. So I'm practicing for my next disease. It's gonna be a nasty one. I think it's downright awful what's happened to these fine folks. But sickness, malnutrition, spontaneous genetic disorders, it never ends. You too. Trust me, you don't want to catch...
And then we solve for the... apologies. Just catching up on a research assignment between queries. Yes? Did you need something? Oh, doesn't everyone have that memorized? It's 1.77245385. Ah, I see you were making a jest and/or attempt at conversation. Anything else? Distraction and I are old colleagues at this point. My part in these shared... The abbot felt a scientician operating in a conspicuous spot in the thoroughfare might be useful to show how the crabble patties are made, as it were. That is, if the meat preparation involved a 90-step rate formula and a conflux of polynomial equations. I am also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our actions. Though perhaps due to my central location, 89.74% of the time, I am simply asked for directions. I am sure they bear any inconveniences with grace and dignity. I mean, the statistical jump correlated to residents with... According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life factors. Life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile xenofauna. Yes, indeed. Numbers are really against you out there. By quite a healthy statistical margin, yes. We nurture the body while we have diverted internal resources to better meet demand in key areas. But if my data remains unconvincing, I suggest you inquire with Provisioner Plotnik inside the lift building. Simply tell her Archivist Widmark approves brief use of her time. Then back to it.
Mom, I haven't seen this many folks crammed together since Recall Libations Night at the Thruster. Smells about the same, too.
Yes.
Well, if the Archivist said so, I suppose I can factor out a moment. As the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for coordinating the requisition and distribution of comestibles, medicinals, and miscellaneous vital supplies. The overwhelming majority of my time is dedicated to this, leaving only moments to see to the Order's needs in the settlement. But it is an effort I undertake with great relish. You may not have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine. With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one could hardly blame them. That they are fed and remain healthy is sufficient for me. The Order of the Ascendant is dedicated to the ascension of humanity. Our ultimate goal may not be reached in our lifetime. If I can help others in need today, I shall do so to the utmost extent of my abilities and resources. Appreciate you respecting my time. My time is yours. Farewell.
The Protectorate have only been told, a watered-down revision of Order philosophy.
Bread, crackers, mathematically unnecessary. A good soup.
If we compare the...
How do you do, stranger? Always nice to see a friendly face around Matriarch's Mercy. Though it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our downtrodden collective. I'm just a humble taxidermist. What? And you think that's me? Listen, friend, a little skill with needle and thread does not make me a qualified medical professional.
Look, this place ain't exactly crawling with experts, and Doc needs all the help he can get. Even if all you do is suture wounds, your services will be invaluable.
Have it your way, then. I know when I'm being voluntold. But you better make it worth my while. Before I agree to anything, I need sprat corpses. Several. And no victims of violence, please. My art depends on the quality of the sleeve. I used to source all of my sprats from a local trapper, Frankie Billings. No idea if she's still in business. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so watch yourself. Fresh being the operative word. My thanks, stranger.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to...
Bara, you owe me a sparring session. Get your gloves and warm up.
What?
Come on. I already promised I won't throw elbows this...
Updating ship roster to reflect the addition of Trooper Sealong. Reminder: Earth Directorate agents are not allowed to participate in paid promotions funded by corporations. Furthermore, any opinions expressed in favor of product are the agent's own and do not reflect the opinions of the Earth Directorate. This unit is available to answer any queries. Which member of the Incognito would you like assessed? Agent Ibarra has resumed regular exercise, and Agent Ibarra's lack of motion was... Graphs are known to... While for now, Trooper Sealong's overall this unit is ready to answer any... Presenting the Valerie... The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit is strictly prohibited. Attempting to ride this unit in order to replicate the experience. This unit can support up to 100 pounds of... Do you have any other queries, Commander? Searching. Error. Arcadia Colony contact. DeVries, Augustine. Expected operation time, less than 24 hours. Inter-agent, do you have any other queries, Commander? The other highlights include the Triumph at redacted, the rescue of redacted. Detailed instructions on how to perform the Stanfield maneuver are proprietary.
That must be Matriarch's Mercy. Sure think a lot of their royal family, don't they?
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander. Little pick-me-up for you. Commander, you got a minute to talk? Right. Graph's raring to go.
Let me know when you need a distraction. Hey, combat!
Earn my commission. Ha!
Ready to waste them. On your command.
Let's find them fast. I have a meeting in an hour.
You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
coming your way!
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
That's mine. You lost, stranger? I don't see a lot of new faces in these parts. What are you? Order? Protectorate? Anti? Really? An Earth Directorate agent? I have no... Me? I'm a Sprat Trapper. Cute little things, but their tallow and hides fetch a Used to be Protectorate, then worked for the Order, then Anti. Whoever's calling the shots on a given day. Now, I'm just waiting for the dust to settle so I can find out who I work for tomorrow. Gregory? Well, I'm glad to hear he's still kicking. Loyal customer. Very particular about his sprats. These being hard times, I've had to raise my prices. Gal's gotta eat, and I don't care for sprat meat. Trust me, Gregory is an artiste when it comes to biology, and every artist needs the right canvas. Pleasure doing business. Excuse me? Acting like I'm not even here. Take it! Take it all! What do I care?
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how...
Any luck with the sprat hunt? Decent quality, all things considered. Frankie's work is second to none. You can tell the good doctor I'll be around shortly, armed with needle and thread, calipers, and my finest jar of glass eyes. Oh, no, thank you. It's always a pleasure to bring passion to one's work, even when that passion is a tad morbid. Be seeing you, Agent.
The meaning of life is numeric, and we are the key.
From a medical standpoint, the taxidermist doctor was an unconventional choice. But I can't deny the results. Take this. On behalf of the Order and the displaced, I thank you. Now, will there be anything else? My supplies are...
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
If I may interject, High Scholar, don't you agree our time would be better utilized on more relevant discourse?
Seer Wiley's right, as always. Obviously, we've all more important things to do than to stand around trifling with truth tables. Perhaps later, then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge? Victor? Yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble? Such a statement implies the opposite is also true.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged data pack, and that may well be true. But Victor's currently supervising highly experimental. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less.
What business is it of yours?
Let's not be unfriendly. The agent's only cure. Obviously, Victor's work has something to do with N-rays, but beyond that, I haven't a clue. Besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay. Victor is dedicated. Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your... As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Auntie's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors and...
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate? Earth Directorate Agent is just a title. I'd seek to know who you are beyond that bit of head.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might... I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.